I think a good takeaway from this today, if there's nothing else, and I'd like to touch on it a little bit longer, is this idea, especially the way the real estate world is changing right now. This idea that you map out a relationship with someone from the moment you meet them forever. And you don't think of the end of the transaction as being the end of your relationship and then hope they send you something, right?
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning. And it's interesting because like you said, and I'm going to ask you to tell me a story here that I heard, but I've had a lot of very good relationships that have gone on for years with people that I had sold homes to. I even went in business with some customers and had a couple successful businesses with customers that I just met, through this process. But you have the best story I ever heard of. And it's the Rabbi story. Would you share that?
Oh, yes. That is an example of, if you have a commitment to wowing your customers, what that can look like. Okay, so this story.
And a little background real fast is that often an agent will think that this client is you just sold them a house, and maybe they'll sell in 5 or 10 or 15 years, and they forget they're more valuable not selling and being an extension of your network.
Yeah.
And reach out to their network. And that's kind of what your story's about.
And this is where you've got to buckle down as an agent and say, look, I'm not going to be so transactional. I'm going to be more relational. And that is so key. And so this story is an example of what that can look like if you start creating what I like to call referral strings. So this is a referral that leads me to a referral that leads me to a referral. It's a referral string. And where does that go? I chase that business as far as it'll take me every single time. And I've got multiple referral strings going at any given moment. So this particular referral string starts with a Realtor.com lead. $350,000 budget. It is one of the 2 Jewish rabbis in the U.S. Army being stationed in San Antonio. And he's just looking for a home for his family. So a lot of people wouldn't really think too much about that. It's just a $350,000 lead. It's basically just an average home sale. This is not how my brain works. My brain does not work like that. All the big ones come from the little ones. And, everybody who always asks me, how do I get in the luxury market? You kill it in the small market first.
Right.
Those people know people that know people that know people. And if you figure this out, you'll realize that most of your luxury type stuff does not come as a lead. It comes as a referral most of the time. Yep. So Realtor.com lead. I talk to him on the phone. We're setting an appointment. I'm asking a lot of what I like to call green questions, which are not real estate related. I'm pretty good at that. Tell me about your family. What's everybody's favorite subject? Themselves. So I ask a lot of questions. Hey, what's your story? Tell me about you. I'm a rabbi in the Army. I'm like, wow, you don't really hear much about Jewish rabbis in the Army. So, yeah, I'm only one of 2. I'm like, wow, that's pretty spectacular. Well, hey, let me get this home set up for you, and I'll call you back, and I'm going to pull a few other homes for you, and we'll just go pop open as many doors as you'd like to see. Sounds great. So we set it up. In the meantime, because I want to wow the crap out of people, I had the presence of mind to go home and get on Google. Okay, what is important to a Jewish Orthodox client when it comes to houses? Let me educate myself on the Jewish faith, a kosher home, all the particulars that I need to know about a home buying process for somebody who's an Orthodox Jew. I am not Jewish. I don't know this stuff. Luckily, Google does.